Dan Olds, time for another Winter Classic Invitational Student Cluster Competition Studio Update Show 2025 edition. And we're meeting and greeting the Texas Tech Matador team. That's right, Matador. Red Raiders this morning, Matador now. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good,
And good.
good,
Yeah.
Doing great.
good. Let's roll around and get a sense of who you are. Let's start with you, Grayson. What's your
Yes, sir.
deal?
I'm a computer science student, undergrad. I'm actually a freshman at Texas Tech, or a
Freshman?
freshman sophomore.
Okay.
So it's my first year here.
Is there
Yeah, I'm just excited for this.
are there some people that don't believe that you're a sophomore? Is there some disagreement out there?
Well, some people like to, put first year students in their place, but, I
Fair
think we
enough.
can go toe to toe with the rest of them.
You can't, but okay. Okay. Um, Good to have that attitude though. And great to see, freshmen on more of these teams. It's mostly seems to be your juniors and seniors. And I got to tell you, I think I get the best performance out of the juniors. Seniors seem to be distracted by a lot of stuff going on. But that's a discussion for another day and some analysis that needs to be done. Let's go to you. Butane?
Yeah, it's Batuhan. It's a Turkish
Batuhan.
name. Yeah.
Okay.
I, all right. So I'm a CS major. I'm a junior, but this is my second year, so I have, some credits beforehand.
Brought some in and said, hey, Texas
Yeah.
Tech, deal with this. Give me some credit, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And then, I like the codes, or that's why I'm here. I started coding when I was 13, so it just become a way for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's funny. One of the interviews I did with the UC Riverside team, brand new team, didn't know them. And they're all like, yeah, I started doing, code and making games and stuff early in high school. Then one of them, big dogs, the rest goes, well, yeah, I was doing that stuff when I was in elementary school.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Impressive.
created my first game when I was 13 too with Java. I know it's kind of embarrassing with the Java, but I guess
Yeah,
it's okay.
I know. And that's what I told him. Because I said, okay, so smart guy, what were you writing? And he said something. I said, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're not using assembler yet or assembly? You couldn't get into that. You want performance. That's where you go.
Yeah.
But, oh, well, good. But that's great. You got some experience. So Tanner, you're
Yes,
up.
sir. Yeah, I'm a computer science major, and I'm kind of in a similar boat to like Grayson and Platon, where this is my first year at Texas Tech, but
Okay.
I have a lot of transfer hours from like my high school, like AP classes and dual credit classes, so I'm technically a junior.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess I came to Texas Tech because it's a lot of hiking, like only a couple hours away from here, and I just wanted to get away from my family.
Yeah, but well, of course you want to get away with your family. That's just assumed. But the hiking,
Yeah.
I've driven through there several times, and it's pretty damn flat all the way through,
So
isn't it?
for the
I
most
mean,
part,
are you a flat ground specialist in hiking?
no, sir. So the thing is, I come from like Houston, Texas,
Oh,
actually like south of that, so it's like right next to the beach.
yep, yep.
So I say close, but it's still like 2, 3 hour drive away to like anything like usable,
Okay.
versus like Houston, Texas, where it's like 12-hour drive.
Yeah, yeah. And the
So
great thing about Houston is they will not be beat when it comes to flatness and humidity.
yeah.
Humidity, core competency. Okay. Okay, cool. And that's the thing. Driving across Texas is something. Yeah. Yeah. So, Luis or Lewis, how do you want to go?
Either works. Yeah, I
Okay.
guess Luis.
I'll use them both interchangeably then.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm Luis. I'm a sophomore, computer science student, physics minor. I'm a sophomore,
Physics minor.
physics minor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Um, I am a sophomore both by credits and years.
Good.
So it's my second year here at Tech. So I didn't start coding like elementary or anything like that. I think I always liked solving problems, math, physics. So I feel like I don't know. I really like learning how to code because it kind of gives you that leverage where you can just if you're good at solving problems and you know like you have this tool,
Yeah.
it's a great combination I feel to have.
It's like giving a problem solver a whole toolbox of different
Yeah,
things.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, I've had a great time so far at Texas Tech. I feel like there's a huge computer science community and there's always a lot of
Yeah.
things. So I'm always excited to learn and
Have any of you had any HPC experience before?
No, sir.
First
Oh.
Sean had it. Okay. Okay. What do you think of it so far?
I think it's cool. It was a little hard to get into at first because I also didn't have
Yeah.
any Linux experience, so I
Yeah.
was learning a lot of things for the first time. But
Did you look at our Linux tutorial thing?
yes, sir.
Did it help out? What'd
It
you think?
it did help, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, have you other guys had some Linux?
I just used
Yeah.
the training that Texas Tech has for our
Okay.
HPC systems,
Yeah.
and that helped a lot. Helped me
Okay.
really get up to speed.
Good.
I
Good.
used Linux when I was in Turkey, I think, but it wasn't for a long time. It just I downloaded it and then I didn't like it because, I guess it's childhood. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I never have been able to make myself use it. But if Microsoft goes any farther, I might make a move. So what
Yeah.
about you, Luis? You use Linux before?
no, I also had to go to the Texas Tech tutorial.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but
Good. Good. And let me know if you think about it, how the tutorial we're using compares with the Texas Tech one.
yeah, for sure.
Because I can maybe steal that one. Also, do not want to be left out. Do not want to leave him out. Michael Beebe is the coach, advisor, father figure for this team, just like he is for the Red Raiders.
That's
And
right.
as you'll see as you go through this, Michael Beebe likes his kids to fight and earn his love.
Well, these
That's
ones
the
have
big-
some fighting to do, so I guess we'll get into that.
They do. They do. But we've had, and actually, that's a good segue. You want to know how you scored so far?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Good. Good, good, good. So let's take a look at the results tab on my official spreadsheet. Okay. You guys did okay. And, with no HPC experience and very little Linux experience, I'm actually pleased. You were within 14% of the number one spot in HPL, LinPack. But HPL results get kind of top heavy. That lands your score in ninth. Not bad though, especially, there were only there were 5 teams that didn't turn anything in, and another one that turned in something pretty awful. So good job on that. We go to HPCG, and you came in 8th on that. Did you guys concentrate on LinPack first and sort of leave HPCG until later?
Yes, sir.
A little bit. I know Batahan really focused on HPL.
Yeah.
And then we kind of started HPCG later, which was kind of my focus.
And HPL is cool because that's how they figure out the top 500. And once you get it running, you get to scale, and then you can start seeing little improvements in it. It's easy to get caught up in doing that. So that's fair enough. So right now, you're sitting in 7th place overall. Now, what you might not want to know right now, how the Red Raiders do.
Can
Do
we
you
know?
wanna- Do you want to know that?
Yes.
I think we should.
Yes.
I like that attitude.
Did they ask for our position in the morning game?
They didn't know there was another team from Texas Tech.
Oh, okay.
They wait.
Yeah, we'll have to make them aware.
They said
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah. They were quite surprised to learn that there was even another team and that they managed to scrape anybody up. I don't know. If I remember right, Michael, I think that's what they said. Something along those lines, But yeah, I think that they just referred to them as you guys as Team 2 or Little Brothers or something like that. And they said, it's kind of cute that they're trying this and it's great for them to do that in a real patronizing way. But anyway, they did pretty damn good. They were second place in LinPack by about 6/100ths or six tenths of a point. They had a 99.72, no, hell, 3/10 of a point. 99.72 versus 100%, which is what the highest team always gets. That's normalized. They were first in HPCG, and overall they're holding on to first. But that's early. It's early. It is early. So don't worry about that. We've had plenty of times where teams have come from way back. And you're not way back. You're in the hunt. Let's see. On the exam score, you guys did good. You had you're within less than 2 points in change of first place. You were third on the exam. You were behind another team, and this is just in the raw score, not the time factored in, but you were just a hair behind the Fayetteville Bronco 2 team and 2 points in change behind the Red Raiders. Yeah. On the time thing, you guys took your time on this, like all of nearly 3 minutes. So you were fast. I mean, you had your answers all laid out, right? And that was just data entry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that's a place where you beat the Red Raiders. They were more than double your time. They kind of did the same thing, but like their essays were longer. Not necessarily, they didn't gain more points for them, but they were longer. Sue, we'll see. I'm consulting with my council of elders on the best way to factor in the time. But you did good on that, and you're going to get a solid number of points. There are teams that are going to get a less solid number of points. So good job on that. Now,
Thank you.
Are you all registered for Oak Ridge?
Yes.
Good. And do you know what's coming up? I can tell you a little bit. First of all, you're going to be running on a new system this year. When Michael was competing, they ran on something called Ascend, which was essentially a mini-me of their Summit system, which was the biggest one they had, one of the biggest in the world. You're going to be running on an identical configuration to Frontier, which was the first U.S. exascale system, and now is holding down number 2 on the top 500 fastest supercomputers in the world. So that's pretty sporty. And that alone is probably resume worthy that you're going to be running jobs on that. But what? You're going to be doing quantum. You're going to be doing some quantum simulation and some testing. And to follow that up, it looks like it's not positive sure yet, but it looks like you're also going to be actually running on a real quantum system.
Like
Yeah,
quantum, like
quantum,
mechanics,
quantum like quantum computing. He had to get up and run around his building because he's so excited by this.
This is my one of my favorite books.
Dude, yes. Yes. Into that. Yeah. Yeah. Read up, man. Read up on that. And take a look at what was the name of that company? What was it? They dropped the name in one of the emails to you guys, and I forgot who they are, but they
It goes IQM.
That's right, IQM. Yep. And you want to make sure that you do anything you need to do registration wise with them, because they're going to be it's right on their homepage. We build quantum computers. That's how they Google up. So I think this will be a really cool experience for you guys. Definitely resume worthy, definitely stuff to talk about in interviews and things like that. Oak Ridge just goes all out for this competition. This is not going to be some off the shelf application. It's going to be something they wrote. Pretty sure that's what they do. And then I have the feeling, I don't know this for sure, but that you'll be comparing the quantum simulation you ran on the regular computer to how it actually did on the quantum computer. Pretty cool. Yeah. Yep. Impressive stuff. So let's go around actually again, find out what you guys want to do in the future. Grayson, start us off. What do you want to do with all of this stuff you're learning?
It's a little early to decide now.
No,
but,
it's not. You'd better have this locked in before the end of this competition. Not just the area, but I'm talking about specific positions.
Specific
with,
company position.
With times, yes. And with times, you're marched to the top. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely think like high performance computing is very interesting. Also, I like machine learning. I would like to get into this area that's growing really fast now with, big data, machine learning, artificial intelligence,
all that stuff. Yep.
Yes, sir.
And I would argue, and many would, that AI stuff is a subset of HPC as a whole. Mm-hmm. They have an awful lot in common. And particularly the goals of being able to get really high performance, the need to get really high performance. So yeah, that's pretty good field to be in.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's move down again. And you know what? Even though you told me your name, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, I'm still going to screw it up.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Because you get a lot of syllables out of just that many letters. That's incredible. That's high performance there. So Batuan?
Thank you. Yeah, that's good enough.
Close? Okay.
Yeah, close.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna definitely apply for the master's. I'm still thinking about my PhD, but if it's worth it or not, I still didn't decide that yet. So, but I would love to, work on a company like NVIDIA, do research maybe. I like to, research things. So, yeah.
Are you talking about hardware specific, or are you sort of open?
Well, I'm usually open for anything, but I like to interact with hardware with my code. So it's like maybe hardware coding, maybe.
Good.
So, yeah, I still didn't decide yet, I guess.
Okay, you got time. You got some time. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's not like Grayson who has to have this all nailed down. Not true of all of you, but Grayson, I think, needs to have a firm plan, timeline, spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentation for when he needs it. So anyway, good. Tanner, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I guess since I'm not like Grayson, I don't have to have this all figured out right now.
No, you don't. You've got all the time in the world, Ben.
Yeah, but I am really looking into the accelerated master's program that Texas Tech offers for computer science.
Accelerated. Tell me more.
So if I'm correct, I believe that a master's usually takes like 6 years. With this program, you can get it in like 4 years. So instead of
Is a,
getting a bachelor's, you
is a
get a master's
master's
instead.
6 years in computer science or something? Is it 6 years?
Well, they
I
can
think
use
so.
it
No, I don't
less
think
than
so. Yeah.
undergrad.
Oh, all
Okay.
right.
Okay. So
That's
you can do it in how long with your acceleration?
instead of getting like your bachelor's, you would get your master's instead. So like it's the same amount of
Ah,
time.
okay. So you'd then not have a master's and an undergrad. You'd have a master's.
Yes, sir.
It's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you get
And
both.
would you say 4 years you can do that in?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's in 5 years, I think.
5 years. Okay,
Yeah,
that
I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
apply for that. So
Okay.
when you become a senior, you become a dual credited. So you're
Okay.
in the undergraduate, but also a graduate student. So I think he's
Fair
talking
enough.
about that. Yeah.
Well, I would suggest, Tanner, you crank up the clock on that a little bit. Let's see if we can get you out with that 3.5 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It kind of yes, sir.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, right. Shoot a
Yes,
little
sir.
higher. Let's end with top grades too. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Luis.
Um, I guess my
And be careful because I'm getting pickier as we go on. So,
if we talk about like the fields that I'm more interested in,
mhm.
I really like quantum computing. I really like systems AI. The thing that might not be like the reason why I end up doing quantum is because I don't really know how that looks like. It
Yeah,
might be more hardware related than software, and I believe that I enjoy more when working with software.
yeah.
I think I definitely want to go into more of a software field. I think it's possible in quantum computing, but I don't know how that even looks like, right? So
That's the thing is that nobody does their assuming quantum itself works, which it works, but
yeah,
I don't think we've quite found the killer app for it yet. The thing that really pulls it, into prominence. It's kind of been overshadowed a bit by AI too.
yeah,
But
it's a hybrid of
yeah,
a lot of things, right? So
yeah. And as soon though as we get you know, quantum, we start to discover those killer problems, then quantum programming, quantum software is going to be huge. That's not necessarily huge in terms of numbers because there ain't going to be that many quantum computers right off, but huge in terms of demand for people that know it and
yeah,
that can write the software. So
yeah, for sure.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, but like what I don't know is if I want to go into the I guess the PhD route, um, or if I want to start working on industry like after I graduate, or so that's something I still don't know. How's that going to look like? I think if I do
Well,
a PhD, I think I would like to go directly to the
yeah. Well, the other thing that you guys might consider, except you, Grayson, we got you nailed down, uh, is that taking a bit of a break and doing an internship somewhere or something. Boy, you guys really don't want to go to work, do you?
Oh, you were asking.
You just want to live. You want to stay in the dorms and the apartments. You
Well,
do not want to work for a living. Damn it, that's sad. But
I
no,
don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm working 29 hours a week, so
yeah, okay, that's true. You
yeah,
got you got all working other jobs, but like an
yeah.
industry or a lab
I'm
internship might be really
well,
good.
yeah. I'm working in the IT department right now, so
Of the school?
yeah, after school.
Yeah, that's not exactly like
Yeah,
going out and like mining or logging or something like that. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but it is probably better than having your high-tech job be at Best Buy. So but
Yeah.
credit for that. Good stuff. Really appreciate the time. You guys are fun, and it's now time for you to make a big move in the rankings, in the standings, right?
Sure.
I know it.
Yeah.
Michael knows it. We all know it, but the Red Raiders do not. The thing that always happens, we've never had a team. I'm trying to think in any cluster competition. I'm not sure, but I know a lot of, you don't have teams that start out really strong and don't stumble. It happens. And it happens like every time at some point, because we're starting to do real applications now. This is not stuff they've ever done before. So that will make a difference. So keep pushing, push hard. Don't take any crap from them either. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But listen to your coach, your dad. Yeah. He will help you if you will only learn his ways and listen. Yeah. Anyway, well, thank you a whole bunch, and we're going to talk to you again. And have a good day.
Sure, you
This
too.
stuff-
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
man.
Thanks,
Have a
sir.
great day.